I'm director of football at Everton. We're about to kick off my first match in charge of a Premier League football team, and we have signed no one? Greetings, my excellent friends, and welcome to Club 3 Part 8 of the Director of Moneyball. I'm Kirk Sheridan, and this is the biggest day of my career. Everton versus Newcastle. After 6 seasons as Director of Football, working my way from the National League South, we're finally taking charge of a Premier League club. And it's also the biggest day of this man's career, Antony Clarke, the man we have entrusted as our head coach, our assistant manager, to lead the team on the pitch. Remember, I'm not getting involved in match tactics or team selection or coaching or team talks. That's all down to Antony Clarke, and he is testing himself against the very best today. We're expecting a sellout crowd of nearly 53,000 people watching us in this game. The mood is excellent. We've done a fantastic job of building those dynamics during pre-season, but we haven't been able to sign anyone in a month and a half. We did manage to move on Bertrand Traoré for £3 million to Rapid Vienna, and also made an incredible stonking profit on Coberline. He joined us for £500,000 last season and made one start in the Championship. We've sold him to Olympiacos for £10 million. Absolute Moneyball miracle there. But it's been so hard to find quality Moneyball upgrades. I'm trying to stick to that 20 to 25 age range, and we're dealing with some seriously premium prices. 40 million quid for a Championship left back? So what I have started to do is expand the age range. I'm still looking for value, so I'm absolutely focusing on those bargain markets, transfer listed players, lower reputation leagues. So there's a lot of scouting in progress at the moment, as you can see. And there definitely are still gaps in the squad we need to fill. I'm pretty sure we need a higher quality left back. Wetzels does have potential, but Bard is only a good Championship player at present. And the current ability of the second choice centre-halves has really dropped off as we've stepped up to the Premier League. So I think a backup there would be really quite helpful. And if possible, another right winger. So we do have the budget for all of that. We've got £30 million now, incorporating the money that we got from Coberline. But as you know, focus on the weakest areas of your team first. That's one of the Moneyball rules. So we've got that high priority recruitment focus out there at the moment for a left-sided defender. 50 players we're looking at. Hopefully we'll get a few positive reports. And we've certainly been improving the backroom team responsible for those reports. We've increased the number of scouts for starters, their quality's improving, the quality of our coaching team is improving. We're some way off the best in the division, but we're above average in every area, so that's a cracking start for a newly promoted team. But without more signings, our odds have dropped. We're still holding there in 16th place in the media prediction, but our odds have fallen away to 600 to 1. But the job this season is quite simple, just don't get relegated. Everyone else in the league has played their first match, so we've got Newcastle, who are in the Champions League. How hard can this next match be? I believe in these players, though. We have 2 4-star current ability players. We've got 9 3.5-star. Kylian Ledoux, just like Oteza in the last episode, is also now officially a wonderkid. We have loads of potential in the team, so I do believe we've got a cracking squad of players here. It just depends how quickly Antony Clarke can get them going. And for his first match in the dugout in the Premier League, he's going up against Massimiliano Allegri. Allegri's won 10 cups and 7 leagues over his career. But you know what? If we just look purely at attributes, Antony Clarke might actually be better. How that translates to the football pitch, though, I have no idea. So, let's find out. Oh my word, he's only gone and done it! That's crazy! I promise you, I did not save scum this. I didn't think it would be worth showing you this match. I thought we'd get an absolute pasting. Wow. And we were totally good value for this victory. Look at this. We bossed possession, more passes completed. Our XG was over 3 times higher than Newcastle's. Our match momentum was brilliant. Average ratings across the pitch were fantastic. Onana and Oteza had quiet games, but apart from that, the team were brilliant. And we got the winning goal from a free kick. Caligari floating the ball in. Omar Bamidele finding space at the back post. What a start to life in the Premier League. I can't believe this. And tell you what, if you loved what you've just seen there, please do drop a like on the video and obviously subscribe to the channel, because it looks like this first season in the Premier League could be a bit of a wild ride. Clarke's not resting on his laurels, though. It's great to see. He is hoping for some more business before too long. Me too, Antony. I've got your back, promise. So we're in 6th place, and after one match, we're beating Lelujo's Kev ratio. I genuinely couldn't wish for anything more. What an opening day. Right, so it's the day before our second match of the season away at Chelsea. I'm expecting quite a different result this time out. And we have been forced into making a move in the transfer market for Smilcic. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that first name. If anyone could help me out in the comments, please do let me know. He is a central defender from Eintracht Frankfurt, can also play on the left, which will be very handy. And wouldn't necessarily be my first choice, but I've been kind of pushed into it because Valencia have already made an offer. They've gone in with 6.75 million and a load of incentives. I've just gone for 8.5 on instalments. He does have plenty of experience in the Bundesliga, and Frankfurt have been a pretty solid upper to mid-table team. So we shall see what becomes of this one. I've got the option to delay, obviously, while we complete our scouting report on him. And I've also snapped up the opportunity to make an offer for Balde from Barcelona. Leverkusen went in with a loan to buy, and so have I. And I'm about to put another bid in as well. Jan-Paul van Heck has shown up on my scout report now from Torino. 27-year-old, incredibly tall, ball-playing defender would fit in perfectly to this team. And he's absolutely one of the better value-to-ability ratio players I've seen this transfer window. There we go, £4 million offer accepted, contract negotiated. Hopefully this bodes well, my friends. Oh, brilliant. Well, looks like we might be gazumped by Southampton here. I wouldn't blame him, but it would hurt. Right, so now an even sterner test than we faced against Newcastle. We're away at Chelsea, and this time it's Antony Clarke versus Graham Potter, who in this world has been with Chelsea for a very long time. But again, Clarke looks like he might be able to hold his own here, numerically at least. What can he do on the pitch, away at one of the best clubs in England? Probably get absolutely battered. What on earth is going on? We've beaten Chelsea away from home? What? Again, I promise you there was no saves coming involved. This is ridiculous. So we had a fairly even XG. We were oh my word, the momentum in the first half was crazy. We were clearly lucky not to concede in that first half. And the momentum in the second half was actually pretty even. We got a penalty, Onana scored a goal as well, and Chelsea only scored in injury time. What? So great performances from our midfield there. Looks like we definitely benefited from having Reader, Onana and Ledo there against Fernandes and Kante. This is a crazy start to the season. I love our first goal as well. We had Jolson playing on the pitch, played it through to Ledo, and then a beautiful through ball from him, our new wonderkid deep line playmaker. Onana making the run onto it, and then Ramazzani putting away the penalty. We saw him do that countless times last season, of course. We did pretty much get torn open for the Chelsea goal, though, and a cracking finish from Ferran Torres, to be fair. I have to be honest, though, we've got 6 points after 2 games I expected us to have a significantly negative goal difference in. Could Antony Clarke perform miracles for Everton this season? Those first 2 results feel like miracles. Okay, so a couple of days later, I have found, I hope, our new left-sided defender, Abner Vinicius from Sporting. I can't lie, I'm hugely attracted to his leadership qualities. We've got a very, very young team here who need that kind of leadership on the pitch. He would come in as current Premier League quality, and given that we've seen £30-40 million quoted for some of the left-backs we've been looking at, 17 million feels fairly reasonable and probably undervalued. Yes, he's 27, but as mentioned before, I'm having to go for value here over age. I know we've had an amazing start, but I don't want us to go down. And of course, that move would definitely fulfill one of the key Moneyball principles, because left back is our weakest position at the moment. So we're concentrating on fixing those issues first. And next up, we have Blackpool in the League Cup. I'm hoping for a fair amount of squad rotation for this match. Have to be honest, not really putting any stock in the League Cup this season at all. I'm not bothered if we win or lose. Well, we needed penalties, but we have made it through to the next round. We totally bossed possession, which was fantastic to see, but we didn't create a lot of great chances. Good to see a fair amount of rotation there, though. Trilly, Diomande, Manga, Wetzels all starting for the first time this season. I think Medina as well, and Fernandez and Ekitike. So, yeah, great. Mission accomplished there, I think. Our goal was another set piece. Fernandez floating the cross in, and they did capitalise on a bit of a defensive error here. We just couldn't get the ball clear, really bouncing around in the box. But obviously we won 5-4 on penalties, so we march onwards. Sadly, the Balde dream is over, though. He is on his way to Leverkusen. They've got a £2.4 million future fee arranged, which feels like an absolute bargain for someone who's got 4.5-star potential. Rather disappointingly, he felt it was an easy choice to make because their squad is much stronger than ours. Well, give me time, Balde, give me time. And this one, I'm really disappointed to lose out on. Van Heck is going to Southampton. For the quality he would have brought at the value he would have cost. Oh, that's such a disappointment. And next up, we're playing Leeds at home. Leeds are still favourites. They finished 9th in the Premier League last season. Now, on paper, this is actually the easiest of our opening fixtures. So this was the one I was always planning to show you live. I thought it was the best chance we might have of a fairly even game. I apologise if I've already rolled all of my natural 20s in the previous 2 games. And here we are, we're in the stands at the Bramley Moordock Stadium. It's Antony Clarke versus Sean Dyche this time. We're kicking off against a Leeds team, of course, under Sean Dyche, playing 4-4-2. We've got Heddle in goal, Wetzels, Omobamidele, Bajcetic and Caligari at the back, Ledo in defensive midfield, Reeder and Onana in the centre of the park, Ramazzani on the left, Mabude on the right, and Orteza up front. And the most crazy thing of all is we're first to play this match weekend, so if we get a point, at least for part of the day, we go top of the Premier League. That's just ridiculous. Well, so far, so fairly quiet, but Wetzels has a throw-in, plays it to Ramazzani. He's quite deep. We're taking our time. It'll be interesting to see whether we're playing a very similar style to the basically style of play that took the Championship by absolute storm last year. Very loose through ball there, unfortunately, from the back. And I did say at the end of the last episode, I wondered what Antony Clarke would do with the style of play, because we dominated possession in the Championship. We tore teams apart, and I did wonder if we play a more counter-attacking style in the Premier League. It doesn't look like it. Based on what we're seeing here, we've got plenty of the ball. Ramazzani's in here. Oh, and he hits a cracking shot that just thunders off the crossbar. Well, it looks like we are playing to dominate possession again. We're playing on the front foot, which is quite exciting to see. Maybe that's why we've done so well against the previous teams we've played. The possession numbers for us have been pretty good so far this season. And yeah, we've got 56% in this match so far. 78% of our passes completed. Well, it's a quiet first half. Not many chances created. But against a team that finished 9th last season, we're looking in total charge. They haven't had a shot on target. I really can't believe what I'm seeing here. I expected this opening part of the season to be an absolute struggle. And Ledo there, looking like he managed to get a header almost on target, which is quite strange to see. He's not normally in that kind of position. But this is absolutely remarkable. It must be down to the standard and the quality of our assistant manager, because if you look at the calibre of players, we're still some way short. We just can't attract 4-star calibre players at the moment because the quality of our squad is not at the level that is attracted. Oh my word, no! Off the line by Omobamidele. Thank you. That was a cracking clearance. That's the... Oh my word, this is now getting nervy. My words, they're struggling. It's nerve-wracking. Ledo's off now. Mansford comes on in his place. And now we've got a throw-in. We've got 6 minutes left. Reeder on the left flank plays it to Bard, who gets it to Ramazzani. He's in the box. It goes to Orteza. Oh, and it's just a tame shot. He can't quite get the ball out from under his feet. That is a shame. But unbeaten in the first 3 matches of the season, when I expected us to get an absolute battering, how can I complain? And again, we've completely bossed that game. It's a shame that we didn't get 3 points. But our momentum was absolutely brilliant. Our XG was far ahead. And no, Leeds didn't get a shot on target in that entire match. And look at this. This is absolutely ridiculous. After 3 matches, yes, there's a few teams who've still got games to play. We're second in the league level on points with Manchester City. How has this happened? It can only be this man. It just proves once again, when you're playing as a director of football, get your assistant manager appointment right and incredible things can happen. We have less than a week left now until the transfer window closes, but we have work permits waiting now for Smolcic and Vinicius, so they are almost confirmed. And as I promised in the close season, I still want to make room for some of our youngsters like Santiago, like Manga, to get more game time, so expect some outgoings over the next few days as well. I'll be back soon to show how we're performing after those final transfers and to see if we're still able to maintain this early season form, but for now, even if we don't, let's just bask in this. Everton Football Club, in their first season back, are second in the Premier League. I don't care that it's just 3 matches. Let's screenshot it here. This is amazing. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, of course, and turn your notifications on to find out the second the next part drops. In the meantime, be excellent to each other. I am Kirk Sheridan. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.